with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that, okay, yeah.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mariota now. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Herbert. This is incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now this one. So I guess I shouldn't be nitpicking too much, but they only had a couple of inches to go. Why fake punt?
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. If you're going to go ahead and try and pick it up in that short of a distance, I wouldn't even go into fake punt formation. This is like using up a big play for no reason at all. Leave your offense on the field and pick it up. But again, what were we doing? We're nitpicking, because they did get it.
It worked. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tanner Muse leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
6 yards.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Raiders 3.
Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Draw play, it's Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
after the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. First throw now for the backup car. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he's caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 77 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Now this is intercepted. My goodness. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's good.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second and 2. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it drops down incomplete.
It leads to
Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Max Crosby able to record his. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Keenan Allen, incomplete. He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Mike Badgley to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. With a play fake to Jacobs. Flush to his right. They'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's Eckler again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got a man, it's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. So another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 2.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, Eckler takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Eckler, the ball.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
His pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off around the 41. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line.
Turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. This will be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Makes the score, Raiders 24.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Jacobs.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now. The deep, it's got his man, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. To the air again, Herbert. It's complete. Henry. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Return stop the ball inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Herbert. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 78 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonged. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 76 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. Comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball, So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Another Chargers first down.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
For the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Good. Makes the score Raiders 38, Chargers 28. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Carr going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Carr to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.